Keep the noise down, you idiot.
Sorry, sir, I can't hear you.
Turn that shit off, Rick.
Who is that? Glenn, is that you?
I remember this. Simpler times.
Hey, man, keep your hands to yourself. Are you the pervert that's been writing on my walls?
No. I'm you.
Hey, you shouldn't give your number out to strangers like that.
I'm not. Look.
What the fuck?
I told you. I'm you.
Hey, man, that's fraud. I can get you arrested, you know.
Shut the fuck up and listen, all right?
What the hell?
Satisfied?
What's my middle name?
What?
What's my middle name?
Henry.
First pair.
Lester.
What street did you grow up on?
Listen, kid. I'm not here to reset my password. I only get a certain amount of time to give you some advice so you don't end up making the same mistakes that I did. So, let's not waste it by arguing, please.
Give me 1 minute.
Hello, mate.
What the hell did you sell me, Lyle?
Standard homegrown, man. Not even that good.
Are you sure it's not laced with something? There's some weird shit happening.
I've been smoking all day and I'm alright. Well, what's up?
There's this guy where I work trying to convince me he's me.
He's you. What? Like, you from the future or a clone or what?
I don't know, he didn't say.
Well, ask him.
Are you like me from the future or like a clone of me?
Time doesn't really exist, so I guess you from the future would be a more accurate description.
Did you get all that?
Ask him a question only you would know the answer to.
I have, and I did. I mean, he's even got the same tattoo.
I don't know then, man. I've only read about this stuff online, but... You know my friend Jimmy? You know the one that got abducted by aliens? Yeah, he's an expert in all this shit. I might ask him. Yeah, but I reckon you should go for it.
All right, thanks, man. Okay. Let's say I believe you. Why come back here now?
You could do a lot worse than this place, kid, believe me. And as I said, I'm just here to give you a little insight, which might help you make some better decisions this time round.
What kind of insight?
Well, you remember Auntie Greta, the one Mum always made us write to? Well, turns out all those letters over the years must have got to the old girl. Because when she finally died, she left us a nice 7-figure surprise.
Wait, you honestly tell me I'm going to be a fucking millionaire?
Don't get too cocky, kid. Money's destroyed more men than it's helped build. It was a break I needed. I reinvented myself completely, and within 6 months, I'd started my own company. I had new clothes, a new office, an incredibly dedicated team of staff. I was a rock star. I had it all. I had the best friends money could buy. Problem is, when you go from cleaning bathrooms to the guest of honor in every club in town overnight, you begin to feel invincible. Her name was Marlies. She was perfect. A work of art. Her eyes, her lips, and she knew exactly how to get me started. And finished.
I never expected much from a guy like this anyway. I'll keep you updated.
Shut up. I rock your world. So had a bit of fun. What's the big deal?
Hang on a second. God, I see what people mean about me now. What starts out as a little fun can soon end up ruining your life. I tried telling Marlies this, but she still insisted on getting married. Thank God for cocaine. I wouldn't have been able to get through the ceremony without it. All those eyes out there staring at me, knowing what I'd done to this poor woman. And that son of a bitch
You take Marlies
preaching about how a real relationship should work when he's never even been laid.
until death do you part.
Rick,
Yes, I do.
What a fucking moron. Dad never turned up. We barely said 2 words to each other since I'd been kicked out of university and taken that shitty janitor job. But I had a new family now. Besides, Marlies' mum had always been very welcoming.
oh, you naughty little boy. Oh, yes. Fuck me, Rick.
Wait. What? I'm actually gonna fuck my mother-in-law?
It wasn't the most traditional wedding night. Let's just put it that way.
Fuck me like you fuck my daughter.
There she was, fucking like it was the last thing she'd ever do.
Stop. Yes.
Which unfortunately for me turned out to be the case. Doctors put the cause of death as a heart attack. As far as Marlies knew, her mother had simply died quietly in her sleep. I tell you, kid, nothing prepares you for something like that. Fucking your wife's mother to death on your wedding night isn't exactly the type of thing you just bounce back from. The only answer I had was just to commit to the life I'd been leading. The same life that got me into this shit.
It's okay. Try to relax. Everything's going to be all right.
I was lucky to be alive.
What's happening? What's going on?
I'd asked the hospital to call my father to come get me so I could be discharged.
I'm sorry, sir. I have some bad news.
It turns out he died of pneumonia a few months earlier. Nobody in my family had even tried to contact me.
This isn't funny anymore.
I never said it would be.
I can't do this.
Well, sorry to be so brutal, but it's part of the program.
What program?
This experimental rehabilitation program they have in the future for prison inmates. You get the chance to talk to your past selves, try and convince them not to make the same mess of their lives as you did.
What, I go to prison?
Well, yeah. But don't worry, people are a lot nicer than you'd imagine, and with good behavior, you could be out in 15 years.
No one is available to take your call. Please leave a message after the tone.
Dad? Hey, Dad. I know this is not going to make any sense, but please, just hear me out. I'm sorry, okay? I'm sorry for everything in the past. The drinking, the drugs. I'm through with it all now. I promise I'll do better. I swear. I love you.
Impressive work. Thanks. Although it didn't take much to convince him.
Sometimes I find it hard to believe it came from my balls.
You really think this is going to help him?
Who knows? Couldn't screw him up any more than he already is.
What are we drinking to?
to my son Rick in his great new life.